Hey there everyone, Noir here and welcome to another Petscop Fan Theories episode. If you are new to this series, as always, I would highly suggest watching the previous installments first so that you know what theories we're currently running with. I'll give you a couple of seconds here to pause this video so that you can pick it back up once you're ready. Okay. So, Petscop 13 was released yesterday evening, and as per usual, I watched it immediately. There's a few things here that have thrown numerous thoughts of mine out of the window when it comes to my theories, but it's also proven others, so I'm more fired up than ever. Let's begin. So we start the episode immediately within the house we saw in Petscop 11, specifically in the room that coincides with Randis's room in Even Care. Yet, the first big development story-wise is the fact that Paul is the one playing this demo reel. This is unprecedented and brings up a lot of questions, I think the main one being, what has changed since Petscop's initial hiatus after Petscop 10? Because we've seen a gradual change in Paul's mannerisms since Petscop 11 came out, with him seemingly connecting the dots behind the scenes when it comes to finding the house, and figuring out what the connection is between him and the creators of Petscop. This episode now shows how far of a reach the creators' influence has on Paul, which will become evident further down the line. Paul moves the bucket from Randis's alternate room outside of the house so he can try to catch the infamous blue tool. This version of Tool had previously been seen on the walls of Tool's room, but until now we'd never truly known whether or not it was just a drawing or if it was alluding to another version of it. Also note the road itself. As you can see, the correlation between the new Maker plane and the Gift plane becomes even more apparent with the addition of the structure. But I also believe that this road, the Gift plane's road, and the road beneath the new Maker plane are all the exact same road, just from different perspectives. I still think that at the end of this road is where the school lies. Paul manages to figure out the puzzle, which is to place the bucket above the tool and it will fall into it and be trapped. He now understands what he has to do to catch Ronith. Paul returns to Even Care, but on a file where Randis has not yet been caught, proving that Tony's description was giving a clue towards how Ronith is caught. Paul also remarks and thus confirms that both rooms are indeed alternate versions of each other. Once Ronith is finally caught, he reads his description, which is the following. Ronith is Tonith's baby half-brother. Because he's younger, he gets to learn from all of Tonith's mistakes. That's why he always looks both ways. He doesn't get into trouble. You won't have to watch him all the time. He's good. Unfortunately, this puts the Tonith and Randis amalgamation theory out of the window completely, but it has instead confirmed something else for me. Tonith is Mike. The dog being hit by the car and breaking its leg was Mike. Mike was also adopted, hence why Ronith is his half-baby brother. I think I now know who Ronith really is. Paul. This scene, the demo reel being played by Paul, all of it could possibly be a metaphor for Paul finally being caught by the trap that Raina had left for him in 1997 and 2000. Petscop. Remembering to not make the same mistakes that Raina or Mike made. Remembering what happened to the girl who went missing, Belle, his sister, and the person who did it. However, saying that, all of this could change at any moment because of the final moments of the episode and what it tells us. Congratulations, you caught every pet in Even Care, aside from Tonith, who isn't here yet. You've seen everything in the game, so far, but there will obviously be more. It's a growing organism. Your controller inputs will be useful, but your feedback will be even more useful. Please leave the PlayStation on when you leave. You can stand up now. Now take note, I have noticed, before anyone says there's Morse code or prisoner's code, or tap code, I believe the prisoner's code is classed as, within the end section. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at deciphering tap code or Morse code, so it's anyone's guess for me as to what that is saying. Maybe at some point I'll try my hardest to figure out what it is, but for now I'll move on. Paul then stands and leaves, seemingly with the sound of a vehicle door closing. This message was not only meant for Paul. I think it was meant for both myself, the Game Theorists, Pyro Cynical, the Roaring Roxy, Nightmare Masterclass, and every single other theorist and viewer out there for Petscop. Petscop is far from over, even if it does mean that the episodes themselves could be, they could be finished. It might be the final episode. I hope it isn't, but it could be. But the story itself, the theories, the unsolved questions are all still there, and until they're officially confirmed, they can always turn out to be wrong. And if there's ever anything more of a driving force for me than being given new information that allows you to change up your thoughts on how things are, then I'll be sure to let you know. And that brings this analysis to a close. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, let me know what your thoughts and theories are in the comments section, and even if you didn't enjoy it, let me know regardless, and inform me of how I can improve it for the next episode. Until next time, people, keep on surviving.